Hotline. Welcome to the Harold Washington Post 1987 Hotline TV show. And we got that fantastic commander right next to me. Go ahead, Commander.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our show. And this is the Harold Washington American Legion Post Hotline. And we're here to serve the veterans. For your concern and everybody else that's concerned and that have members that's veterans in your family, this is your show. And we have a very, I got to say that twice though, a very special guest with us. And I call her one of the women of distinctions. And she was honored last year in right here in Chicago about the best 25 women, working women and stuff like that, that's established, you know. And that's doing something for the neighborhood. And this is some things that everybody needs to know. Because, see, you know, it's not just men working for veterans, it's women working for veterans. And not only that, veterans for veterans and women for veterans. Because, see, don't forget, women are veterans. And they have their right just as much as we do. So without any more uninterrupted thing, here come my guest.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Regional Vice President of Addis, one of the best working companies in Chicago for veterans. And LaShane, welcome to the show again. You was here last year, and you told us some fabulous things that your company is doing, and we want you to get right into all of these good things that you guys are doing, not only for our senior citizens, but for our veterans.
Thank you so much, Travis. Thank you again, Commander, for having me. Thank you. Again, my name is LaShane James. I'm the Regional Vice President with Addis Home Care. And we are here to serve seniors, and people with disabilities. We have a very good partnership with the Veterans Administration. And we are here to educate our veterans and families of veterans on a pension program called Aid in Attendance. It is a monetary pension that is available for our veterans and our surviving spouses of veterans who served one day in wartime and had honorable discharge. This monetary pension is available for those veterans, again, who served one day during World War I, World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam, or the Gulf War. And so this monetary pension could be used for any non-service related medical condition for veterans. And so we go through all of that screening process. We will screen that veteran. We will help and assist them to package up all of the information, get their DD-214, get their medical records, and we package that up and we'll send it over to the VA. And this monetary pension could be used for any medical expenses, and home care services for veterans or a surviving spouse.
Okay. Now, we have to put a disclaimer out there, because if you like the information that you're hearing from the Regional Vice President of Addis, get in contact with the Harold Washington Post 1987. You see the phone number on your screen? Bam! That's it, folks. Bam! We're here to educate our community and give you guys and ladies the best guests, the best information that's out there. And she just gave you a little tidbit about Addis and what they're doing with veterans. There's other opportunities like JOBs for veterans. Okay.
Absolutely. And let me just tell you who we are. We are a national healthcare company. We've been around since 1979. We're one of the largest provider that contract with the state of Illinois to provide in-home services for seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities. It's under the program called Community Care Program, and that program is a state waiver program for seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities who live in the state of Illinois and who assets are less than $17,500, and it doesn't include your car or your home. So tell people it is a entitlement program. Again, if you are a veteran, you are a senior that live in the state of Illinois, you are entitled to home care services. And what we do, we're non-medical, so we don't come in and take your blood pressure or anything of that nature. But what we do, we come in to assist you with your ADLs, and that's called your activities of daily living. And that includes your bathing, your grooming, your dressing, your meal preparation, your running errands, things of that nature. The other thing that we're doing, we are putting people to work. And we have jobs for veterans. We have jobs for people. If you live on the west side of Chicago, if you live on the south side, the north side of Chicago, and you want to get into home care and you want an opportunity, Addis Home Care, we have jobs for people.
Talk a little bit about that special program that's on the west side of Chicago that's helping our people.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad you asked.
Hot news.
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So we have partnered with the Chicago Public Schools, and we are partnered with the Parent University on the west side of Chicago. And Parent University is a program, a Title I program with CPS to support parents and the community. So they're bringing resources to veterans with the community and parents to give them these resources to help them feel good about themselves. And so as one of the one and only home care agency that the CPS has partnered with to train people right at Michelle Clark High School every single month. So we are looking for anybody on the west side of Chicago, the south side of Chicago who's looking for an opportunity. Addis Home Care is the agency, and so we want you to get in touch with the Harold Washington American Legion.
How many graduates and how many classes have we had where we got graduates coming out of this program?
Thank you. So we've been there since January. We've had 3 classes, and we're getting ready to start a new class May 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So again, we have jobs. If you're looking to work and you're looking to serve this people, and if I'm looking for all the veterans in the city of Chicago, if you're looking for an opportunity, Addis Home Care, we welcome you.
And brothers and sisters out there, we want you to understand that when it comes to our veterans, we know they need a JOB. We know we have multitude of nonprofits, not only on the west side, but the south side, that need these services. And let me give you a little update because I was in Springfield last Wednesday, and there is some bills that is before the House that's already passed the Senate to make sure that our senior citizens, no matter what their income is, can get the type of care that not only do Addis offer, but other areas, people out, other organizations out there.
Yes.
So, brothers and sisters out there, understand, it is a privilege for us to have the type of guest in LaShane to come on the air and give us this powerful information. And kudos to that west side of Chicago. They're in their 3rd graduating class. 3rd. And that's why this is so important that she's here to explain to you if you're a church member or a block club and you need to have this type of information to come into your meetings, all you got to do is get in contact with the, there we go, bam! That fantastic commander from the Herald Washington Post. And you know, it is so wonderful that in a time like this, we have someone of your magnitude
Thank you.
with us to explain to our community why we need these type of services. Because as we know, America's getting older.
Yes.
The baby boomers is getting older. The millennials have already outnumbered the baby boomers. Generation G, is that's what they call themselves.
That's right.
Generation X, they're getting older.
Yes. Absolutely.
And that's why what you're doing is so vital and important to all of us. Because I'm one step away from needing your services. The command is 10 steps. But the point is, we cannot take what you do lightly,
Yes.
okay? And the community needs to understand that. Tell us some more about some of the other good educational stuff you got going on.
Yeah, so and again, going back to the aid and attendance program, again, that program is for veterans. It's a monetary pension that veterans or surviving spouses of veterans, this money is at the VA. And when I come across veterans, a lot of veterans don't know about it. They said, Miss James, I've never heard of it. But we will walk you through that process, and we will screen you to make sure that if you're available or if it's available to you or not. One of the other exciting things that we have going on at Addis is what we call our deep cleaning program.
Yes.
And so last year we came across a number of seniors that were getting ready to be evicted because of deplorable housekeeping. And
mind you, some of those folks are veterans you're talking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And property managers reached out to Addis and asked if we would help and assist those veterans and those seniors. And we were able to go in, clean up those units, clean up those apartments. And when we were done, the veteran came back and it was unbelievable. We gave them their dignity and respect back in their homes. And so that program went viral. We started getting so many calls from veterans, from property managers, from homeowners, you name it, the community. And so that's what we're doing. And matter of fact, I'm putting veterans to work. We have veterans that are cleaning up homes. And I tell you, if you know a veteran who, they're very meticulous. And so we have one of our veterans, Mr. Hale, he's very meticulous about his floors. He shines and buffs those floors. And so...
Well, let me explain to you. When we're in the military, from boot camp to our permanent station, we have to stand inspection. So we have to mop the floors, we have to buff the floors, we have to clean up the barracks, and we stand inspection. And this is on a I think it was a monthly basis when I was in Germany. Weekly for you guys. Well, when I was in Germany, we did it every month.
That explains
it. The general came through and inspected our barracks. Not the captain or lieutenant, it was the general that was in charge of the post in Germany.
Well, that explains
it. And that's why our veterans know how to do that stuff.
That's right.
Meticulously.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, that explains it. And so we have gone into some homes. We have seen hoarders. We have seen hoarders. We have seen so many different things in people's homes. I could tell you some things and it would just blow your mind. But I tell you, those veterans that we hired and who are going into those homes, putting and cleaning those units up, have made a tremendous difference. And Addis Home Care is the only provider that is providing that type of service to people in our community. And so that's another added value to any senior veteran who becomes a client of Addis. We would do that at no charge. And so that is something that sets us aside from other providers, because we are here to service our veterans. We are not only to service our veterans, but to put veterans to work.
Yes. And that is so important because veterans, a lot of them, and it's sad to say that some of them have meager incomes. Okay? And this is to help enhance their income. Okay, and we as a veteran myself, and on behalf of veterans, I thank you and your company for giving veterans the opportunity to get a JOB.
Thank you.
Okay, on that west side, and I'm from the west side. I want y'all to know that. Okay, even though I did up on the south side.
West side.
When are you planning on bringing some of those good programs from the west side over to the south side?
And thank you for asking. And actually, we are in the process of doing that.
Okay.
And because we have the training at Michelle Clark High School, anybody is available. Anybody is welcome, whether you're on the south side or north side. But we are in the process of working with CPS. I just have to say, the Parent University have opened their doors tremendously. We're right there at the school while the children are having class. The parents are having class too.
Yes.
And we are just having a great time, just putting people into the class and training them. And so we are in the process of meeting with them to expand our services to other schools and other communities on the south side and the north side of Chicago.
And in the olden days, when we think about maids and house servants, the fact that our foreparents did this type of work, and they was the one who kept folks' houses clean.
That's right.
And now we have to understand there is nothing shameful,
No.
dirty about doing what your company offer our community.
That's right.
And we need it. And you'd be surprised that a lot of folks don't know how to clean and do the type of work that your company offer. And I say once again, I have to say kudos to you.
Thank you.
Because you have done a fantastic job being the regional vice president of that company.
Thank you.
And if it wasn't for you, where would our people be on that west side without the benefits that you bring to that west side?
I just feel like I am an advocate for people. I'm an advocate for veterans. I'm an advocate for seniors. And I can tell you a story. I remember growing up, and my mom would leave home every morning. And I would say, Mom, where are you going? And all I knew that she was going to somebody's house to clean their home. And my mother raised us on an hourly wage at that time, going in and being a home care aide to clean people's homes. And my mother's done that for 30 years.
Wow.
So I am passionate. I am passionate for home care aides and people that are going into people's homes, because I think that's a ministry. That's just
It is.
That's just what we're supposed to do. So.
And the good thing about what it is that you do and the workers who work for your company does, it gives those citizens that we work for a sense of respect and dignity.
Yes.
You talking about the word dignity.
Yes.
And a lot of seniors respect the fact that someone can come in and treat them like human beings.
Yes.
And that's so important. And, it seemed like we talk about being a Christian country. It seems like sometimes those values, we have taken those values and put them in the garbage can, the way we treat our seniors.
That's right.
And it makes no sense.
That's right.
And when I came back from the military in '76 from Germany, our veterans did not get the respect that they're getting now. Okay? And I can't stop praising you, because you guys are doing such a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And in knowing veterans who work for you, they have nothing but high regard for not only you, but your company.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
And
you.
we want to put that out there, because we need you folks to understand that if you need these services, and you're going to need them, you're going to need them.
Or you know somebody.
Or you know somebody.
That's right.
Get in contact with the Herald Washington Post, 1987, and here we go. Bam! Write that number down. Get in contact with the commander, and the commander will get you all the information you need about this fantastic company. So, what is some of the new things that you guys have on the horizon for the community?
Well, I think one of the things is that we're always looking to partner with faith-based organizations, social and civic organizations, and I think my goal this year is to just be an educator, to really be able to get out in the community and just inform people of the benefits and the resources that the state has to offer, that Addis has to offer. And one of the beautiful things about Addis Home Care is that we are at Chicago, the state of Illinois is our home base, but we're in about 26 states. So if there's veterans in other states, you are entitled to these services as well, these veteran services. So if you live in my hometown, Birmingham, Alabama, so we're in Alabama.
Kudos to those sisters in Alabama.
We're all over in 26 states. We're in California, New Mexico, Atlanta, Georgia. We are in Alabama, Detroit, Michigan, New York City.
Wait a minute, folks. Did I hear Las Vegas?
Oh, yes. And if you in Vegas, we are in Vegas.
Not on the strip?
Not on the strip, but we're about 2 blocks away. So we are a growing company,
yes.
And we consider ourselves experts at home care services and veteran services, and so been around since 1979. We're not new at this, and so again, we are experts at veteran and home care services.
Yes, oh yes. How old do you have to be to get into this? And it's a profession. It's a ministry. How old do you have to be
to receive the service, or
to become a worker in the service?
So for to become a worker, 18 years of age and older. And so we have a 3-day class. If you're able to come to that 3-day class, we do a background check, and you're able to pass all of our hiring process. Then you're ready to go. We're ready to put you to work.
All right, thank you for that. Well, I got to do a little housekeeping right quick. For those veterans out there, if you want free White Sox tickets, all you got to do is go get your identification at the Recorder of Deeds office. Take a copy of your DD-214 on the first floor, and then you go to the White Sox Park. You go to gate 4. Office window behind home plate at the guaranteed rate field the day of the game to receive your complimentary tickets. Also, for veterans, free haircuts at Larry's Barbershop. Well, it's a college. Every 4th Tuesday, you can go get a free haircut. Then there's Ben Mar Barber College, 214 South Wabash. That's Monday through Thursday if you want a free haircut. Now, the other thing about Larry's Barbershop College is you can go to American Work and get a letter from them, and that'll get you a free haircut as well. Also for veterans, the Honorable Dorothy Brown, attention, veterans with felonies to be sealed. They're going to have, and it don't look like that's on here when it's going to be, but you can contact Dorothy Brown at 312-603-5030 and get your criminal record sponged. If you need an attorney for veterans, you can get in contact with the legal assistance at 312-341-1070. Stand down. If you're a veteran, if you're out in Wheaton, Illinois, there's a stand down July 27th from 8 to 2. If you're a veteran, you can get all kind of services. If you're a veteran over in Gary and you have friends that are veterans, they got to stand down for homeless vets as well. And that's in Wheaton. That one, this was in Wheaton, the other one was in Gary. And that's from 9 to 3 p.m. And then Memorial Day at the VA, we have another program at Jesse Brown Hospital, Veterans Healthcare System, and that's go along with Chicago Workforce Center. So if you, as a veteran, you got all of these programs to help you. Madam Vice President,
Yes, sir.
we want to thank you for being here with us.
Thank you
we
so much for
always
having
enjoy
me.
having you here.
Thank you.
Brothers and sisters out there, until next time, we'll see you. We want to shout out to that great engineer. That's you, Taylor, Jack. Until next time.